remarkable looking thing, isn't it? When Korg released the marketing for the Kronos, they said that it was going to be an instrument that would inspire you to create. And when I first read about it and watched the very first YouTube videos, I was certainly a little bit dubious. But now that I have one, I think I might be wrong. I think the Kronos may well be the best digital piano ever made. I think it is badass. The first thing that you'll notice about the Kronos is that amongst all of the buttons and knobs in the centre of the gorgeous brushed aluminium case is this 8-inch high-definition touchscreen. And remarkably, unlike other touchscreens on digital pianos, this one works and it doesn't frustrate you and you don't miss buttons, and it just allows you to navigate around all the options with ease. The next thing that you'll find is that to the left of the touchscreen you have 8 sliders, a master and a vector slider, along with 8 knobs allowing you to control everything from the pan to the EQ of the track that you're recording. All the buttons are accessible and they make sense. They start on the left with your drum track and your accompaniment, and you don't have to search for it. And then when you're mixing a track that you recorded, everything is there. It feels like you are working with a mixing console. And then finally, on the right hand side, you have your access to your memory banks and user banks. These are your sounds, and again, it makes sense. You can navigate easily. You've got the knob there on the left that allows you to track your way through everything, recording functions in the bottom right, and then the setlist function on the top left hand corner. Everything on the Kronos, everything makes sense. So now, obviously, what you're all wanting to know is, while the instrument itself and how it looks and how it works makes sense and it's just amazing, more importantly, the sounds are the best. There's nothing else like them. I'm a pianist. I've always played pianos. I've always hated digital grands and keyboards and instruments that feel like keyboards. But this doesn't. It sounds like a piano. Everything from being able to adjust the timbre of the piano and tracking through the various models. I can change everything from the damper noise to the pedal and the mechanical sounds, and it works. Listen to this. That's not the end of it. As all keyboard players will know, is that one of the hardest sounds to replicate well, to do well, is an electric guitar. It's impossible. They always sound like they've been generated on a computer by somebody that wears thick-rimmed glasses and has braces. But Korg has done it differently. What they've done is they have made a workstation guitar sound good. Now this next bit is also going to showcase one of the toys, the heart of what the Kronos is, and it's something called Karma. And it listens to how you're playing and fattens it up for you, and it works. is just incredible. And what Korg did with the Kronos is they got a whole lot of different musicians to come into their studios and help them build sounds and make them sound good. And one of the best examples of that is they had the one and only Herbie Hancock come into their studios and build his own electric piano from scratch with their technicians and make it work. And it does. Listen to this. I'm going to use a drum track just because by itself it sounds a little bit thin, as electric pianos tend to do. So what we can do with this is we can fatten it up, we can give it some bass, we can give it some drums. All I've got to do is turn the camera on, latch it so I don't just sit there holding down the keys, which God knows every keyboard player understands is such a pain. Turn the drum track on and away I go. With this instrument you can build sounds. Electric piano, you can pick your model from a dozen different models, you can put them through different cabs, you can put different effects pedals through them. There's nothing that you can't do, and this is the result. This is the sound that I've been playing with for a wee while, and again, electric piano sound, God knows it sounds good. Check this out. The last thing that Kronos does really well, if you're into this kind of thing, is the electronica side of things. The depth of the Kronos is what makes it really unique. The piano sounds are incredible, the acoustic sounds are incredible, the digital sounds are the cherry on the top. They are what set it apart from everything else. And I want to use an example. I haven't got my head around it because I'm a pianist. I don't understand creating sounds from synths. But what I do know is what sounds good and what I like. And this is something that Kronos does unbelievably well. And it's going to be the thing that I leave you with. So listen to this. It's called Sonic Skyscrapers. And with a name like that, you'd think it speaks for itself. I'm Jared Taylor, and this is the Korg Kronos.